Let's start. It's very easy. We've taken them before. As you know, whenever we take the form, meaning, and function, there is nothing new. So please, I need you to have your notebook with you. Have your notebooks with you. And let's start the lesson by asking you this question. Have you ever compared yourself to others? And in which area do you compare yourself to others? Have you ever compared yourself to others? Do you do it all the time? Yes, Talis. What do you think? Have you ever compared yourself to others? She's smarter than me, or she is prettier than me, or she is taller than me, or shorter than me. Have you ever compared yourself to others in any area? Whether it's beauty, whether it's smartness, whether it's happiness, whether it's about the money, or maybe about something else, about the personality. Yes, of course, it makes anyone sad and angry about themselves. Why I'm not like this? So I guess that all of you, Safa, stupid. Then don't say stupider, more stupid than me. I like that. Yeah, some people are more stupid than us, but please don't tell them that. Yes, of course, and everyone is different, whether they are more pretty, less pretty, whether they are smart or less smart. So everyone is different. Okay. Now, here we have on page 64, we're going to talk about things that you have taken them before. Comparative and superlative. Comparative, when I compare between two things, okay? And superlative is when I say that something is the best. So here I have fast, faster, and the fastest. Can you make sentences out of this? Yes, Shahad, the easiest grammar, the best grammar. Can you make sentences out of this? It means that riding a car is faster, riding a bicycle is fast, but going with the plane is the fastest. So, can you make a sentence using faster, for example? You can say, you can turn on your mic, it would be easier and faster.
Jude is faster than me.
Jude, yes?
Jude is faster than me.
Thank you so much, Judy. Jude is faster than me. This is a sentence that I used faster in. Shahad said that planes are faster, not is, are faster than cars. Yes, very good. Planes are faster than cars. And if I'm going to say that something is, how can I make what? Going by car is faster than going by bicycle. Very good, Jude. And what about the superlative? All of those sentences are comparative, you see, from comparing. But what about the superlative? You have fastest, which end in EST. Do you remember? So how can I make a sentence? I have to add something before the word, which is, do you remember? I have.
But.
Yes, Sa'ala?
But.
Not but. I would say, yes, very good, Hawazin. The fastest. The plane is the fastest. Yes, very good, Judy. Jude, you've taken some part of the superlative. Some of them we would say the most, but for this one we would say the fastest and we stop. We don't have to add the most. Okay, only the fastest. Now let's remember here in your book. By the way, in your book it has many parts. So if you want to just divide them like me into these parts, it would be better and easier for you. So here we have part 1, which is the one that we have taken before. If you have your notebook, please start writing with me. Write the date of today. So in this one here we have, just try to show you here, the comparative. We have, or we can use more or less, more something more, of course you know the meaning of that, yani أكثر, and less, which is the opposite. More or less, and then plus the adjective, any adjective, or this is number 1. Number 2, I can have the adjective as and then er, like faster, smaller, bigger, okay? To make what? To make the comparative. So here we have in the comparative form, I have what? 2 types. But how can I use between these 2 types? How do I know that this one needs to have more or less, and this one I just need to add er? You remember according to what? According to what? Do you remember? Yes or no? Yes, very good, Judy. Yes, very good. Thank you so much. Excellent. It's according to what? If the adjective that I'm using is a long adjective, like Safa said the word or the adjective stupid. Safa said that if I'm using stupid, she add er. Now with stupid, actually I don't add er. I have to add something else because stupid is a long word. I consider it as a long word. So I would say, not stupider, I would say more stupid, or according to my sentence, of course, less stupid than. But you should know that after all of them, I should add than, which is another thing that tell you that here I have a comparison. So here, let me erase this. Okay, so here I have the comparative. Now, if I have small adjectives, and we're going to give examples like big, small, pretty, cheap, clean. Do we have something else? Smart also. Those kinds. So if I have those small adjectives, I'm going to have what? To add what to them in order to make the comparison form? So equal. ER. No, more or less. Not now, more or less. More or less when the adjective is long. You see, when the adjective is long, I'm going to add what? More or less. All of those adjectives, big, small, pretty, cheap, clean, smart, all of those are very small adjectives. So for example, I would say, here, and here. So I would say bigger, smaller, and prettier, cheaper, cleaner, and smarter. Simply, and then I add than. Okay. Now, if I have long adjectives, like Do you have something in mind that I can consider as a long adjective?
Beautiful.
Yes, thank you, Jude. Beautiful. What else?
Difficult.
Difficult. Thank you. Shahad asked a very interesting question. She said, how can I know the adjective is long or short? I will tell you now. Important, grateful. Grateful is already, yes, we can say that. It's, you mean grateful like, just a minute, let me check. I think not this one that you mean, yes, Jody. You mean this one, grateful. When I'm thankful for something, yes, this one, grateful. And expensive. Right. How do I know if this, oh, okay. I hope it's clear for you because I couldn't correct it. Type, how do I know that this adjective is long or short? So here it's equal, and I'm going to add more or less. Do we know the difference between more or less? Because in other grammars that we take in previous years, we didn't use less. So here he's telling you that you can use less. For example, this bag is less expensive than the other bag. Okay, so simply you will have more or less, and you will just do this. You would say more and more, and then plus, you have to add it to expensive, to important, and to other words. Okay, type. How do I know? I don't know if you've taken this before, but they say that if the word has more than 2 syllables, syllable هو الvowel that we have in the word. مثلا big, small, pretty, cheap, all of those we consider them as one syllable. يعني واحد a vowel sound. Okay, one syllable. Clean. تكون الكلمة part واحد. Yes, Judy, part واحد. لكن إذا كانت a long adjective, I would consider it as a long adjective. I'm going to have something like beautiful. You see, beautiful. And here we have difficult. Difficult. 2 parts. So it has 2 syllables or more. يعني ممكن 3, 4 syllables. Then I would consider it as a long adjective. Important. You see, important. And the same thing with the others. Yes, it could be 2, it could be more, I think, كمان Yasmin. We have more than 2 syllables in English. Sometimes it could be 3 syllables. Okay. If you don't know how to find the syllables or how to say that this has 2 syllables or 1 syllable, خلاص اعتمدي على السماع عندك. هل ممكن أقول importanter؟ ثقيلة على اللسان. هل ممكن أقول beautifuler؟ still ثقيل. نفس الشيء for the word that Safa said stupider. It's still somehow it's not okay. You feel something is not okay. Okay. And don't worry, in the exam, I'm going to bring adjectives that I think you are familiar with, not adjectives that make you confused if they are small or long, short or long. Why did I use small? It's short. Okay. So this is all about the grammar that we have taken before about the comparative. Okay. Now let's try 2 examples here. One of the short adjectives, one of the long adjectives. So what do you have in mind? Yes, Faris. Any example. You can give me in anyone, whether it's the short adjective or the long adjective. I already gave you the adjective. Math, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Shahad. Math is more difficult than physics. And Ruth said, this shop is cheaper than I have. Very good. This shop is cheaper than I have. Judy said, Yasmin is more beautiful than Sarah. Very good, Yasmin. Do we have someone, Sarah? No, we don't have Sarah. Yasmin is more beautiful than Sarah. Okay, right. Here we have just something that you need to pay attention to, that use words such as a little, slightly, much, a lot, considerably, and definitely, and certainly. You can use them to express how something or how much something differ, or to add just emphasis. فقط للتأكيد. Those words you can add them where before the adjective. مثلا, you can say here, math is what? Considerably here, or math is a lot more difficult than physics, or math is much more difficult than physics. You see, here you're going to add what? You're going to add those words which add just emphasis. It's not very important, just emphasis. Here you can say also, this shop is certainly, you see, before the adjective, certainly cheaper than I have. So here it's going to be before the adjective, and here it's going to be before more and the adjective. Okay? Just to add emphasis. Whether it's a little, a lot, much, or definitely, or certainly, or whatever you have in your sentence. Easy until now? Everything is easy until now. Okay, did you write this in your notebook, or did you take a screenshot so we can move on? Okay. Okay, the things that we have here, do you remember? Have a look. Use as, and then the adjective, and then as, to compare things that are equal or similar. Also use not as, you see here's the affirmative, here's the negative, not as, and then the adjective, and then as, to compare things that are different. I think this one is very easy. He's saying that we know that before, if I'm going to use as, I use the adjective as it is without changing the adjective. Beautiful, smart, clean, whatever I'm going to use, I'm just what? Here on the meaning that something is what? Is equal or similar. So Finding Nemo is as good as Toy Story. She is as pretty as her sister. Or here we don't have to know if the adjective is short or if the adjective is long. I don't care about those things. When I have as. When I have as, I don't care about the adjective if it's short or long, because all of the adjectives are the same when I use as and as. The new thing for us is that sometimes you can use as in the what? In the negative form. Finding Nemo and Toy Story are good TV films, but not as good as The Lion King. What do you understand from this sentence when I say that? Finding Nemo and Toy Story not as good as The Lion King. Which one, or what do you understand from the sentence? Which one is the good? Yes, yes, very good. So we understand that from this sentence that the Lion King is the best, or the Lion King is what? More good than Finding Nemo and Toy Story. Okay, so just write in your notebook that I can say, or let's write examples here since it's very easy. We don't have something. I need examples in the affirmative form of as and on the negative form. And you should pay attention. That's one of the questions that you might find in the exam according to this grammar is that, can I say that something, for example, the room is as a hotel مثلا. So which one is the correct one? Yes, which one is the correct one? I need all of you. Is it clean, cleaner, or the cleanest? Thank you. It's going to be the adjective as it is without adding what? The comparative form or the superlative form. Why? Because I'm using as and as. Even if I said the room is not as and as, it's the same choice. I'm just using a negative form. Okay? So I think it's very easy. Now I need examples. Let's write examples whether in the negative or in the affirmative form. You can use any adjective that comes to your mind. What about the rest that do not participate? Lina, Lujain, Ghalia, Diya, and Safana, Rimas, Friend, Razan, and Ihtida. What are you? We're taking something that we have taken before, so it's your chance to participate. So give me examples, Sani. Salif, sorry. Any example? You can say, for example, my marks are not as bad as my brother's, which means my bad marks. You can say that, for example. Ala said, lions are as dangerous as tigers. Very good. Lions are as dangerous as tiger. Oh, without Safana said she is as perfect as she can be. Very good. Comparing someone to himself. Very nice, Safana. She is as perfect as she can be. Lena said the house is big, but not as big as the school. Very nice sentence. The house is big, but not as big as the school. Rose said, my mom is shining as good as diamonds. I like that. My mom's shining. I hope you're helping your mother instead of writing sentences about her, ya Rose. My mother. I'm just kidding. As good as diamond. when you write in your notebook, you don't have to write all of those examples. Just write one using the affirmative form and one using the negative form. Jude said pasta and rice are tasty, but not as tasty as pizza. Pasta and rice are tasty, but not as tasty as pizza. Okay, so I think we're going to stop here. Okay, just write, as I told you, 2 examples. Choose one in the affirmative form of as, and then choose one on the negative form. So maybe you can use this one here, and maybe you can use anything, which is the negative form. So, easy, simple. What? We have English exam tomorrow, Shahad? No, say no, please. Oh my God. Are you sure? Oh. No, don't go. Don't run away. Oh my God. Really? You have an English exam? Like, just a minute. It's okay. It's okay. Since we had the exam on, I don't have the book here in this laptop that I'm talking to you to, but we had the exam on Unit 1 and 2 for the first exam, and the second one we had it on Unit what? Unit 3 only, صح? Yes, كانت only Unit 3. So for this one, we will have Unit 4, okay? And we're going to have it until this thing that we had now, until as and as, okay? Don't worry, Unit 4 was very easy, so, but pay attention to the stuff that we take about both and not only, but also, maybe this one was the new thing for you. Other than that, it's going to be very easy, inshallah. Thank you for telling us, ya Shahad. I will take your attendance while you can see this thing. خلاص, relax. Even if you have exam tomorrow, relax. طيب, Ihtida, are you here? If I said your name, you can leave.
Teacher, I'm here.
Okay, Haneen, are you here? Haneen, she's absent. Shahad is here, and Jude is here, Yasmin is here, Safa is here, Ala is here, Lujain? Yes. Rose is here, Rimas?
Yes.
And Zaina? Zaina is absent. Judy is here. Amal, Ihda? Amal, Ihda? Okay, they are absent. So please tell your friends that the exam is until we stop in Unit 4. Dana, are you here, Dana?
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
And Siba is here. Ghalia, Razan?
Yes.
Razan, are you here, Razan? That is absent. Diya? Hawazin is here, and Lina is here, and Safana is here. Okay, again, our exam tomorrow is going to be in Unit 4 until we stop, until what we stopped on today. Yes, Rand, did I say your name? No?
لا لم تقل اسمي.
I'm sorry. I think it was erased. Thank you. Okay, bye bye. Have a nice day.